Hi teachers of YouTube, I want to show you something that you could use for endless paperless worksheets in your classroom or for posting activities, interactive activities on Google Classroom. So I'm going to show you 3 things in this video. One is how to quickly and easily create interactive activities with Google Slides. 2 is how to easily organize your activities for yourself or how to share with other teachers. And 3, a quick rundown of how to post and share on Google Classroom. So here's an example of an interactive activity. This is for my kindergartners. It's my UB word family book and it's interactive. If I can show you the different slides over here, one of the interactive activities they have to do is to type the word in the box. You can easily do that. The next thing they have to do is to click and drag the circle over the correct word. And the following page is the same. And then on the last page, they have to click and drag the lines to match the word to the picture. So let me show you a little bit about how you might go about creating one of these. So what you want is that you want to have a background that is not movable. So I can't move this interactive book. I can move the text box, but the only way you're going to be able to have the text box be interactive is by having it be a movable element. So let me just real quick show you the first thing, which is to create an unmovable background. So what you want to do is upload your image or create what you want to be immovable, really. So I would just do, where's up? Okay, so this is going to be the black and white version, but that's okay. So what I want to do is I just want to put my background elements that I don't want to be movable on my slide. So in this case, it's just an image. And then I want to delete the text boxes in the background. And what I mean by all the elements that you don't want to be movable is, for example, if I go here, you can see that on this slide I have not only the image background, but I also have directions here that are not movable. That's just an image. I created in Photoshop actually, but you could just do a text box. So if I wanted to put directions on the sheet that were not movable, I just come over and grab my text box and I can just write, read the book. Not really that great directions. They're not really needed. But anyway, that's going to be my unmovable directions. And then I have my unmovable background right there. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to come over here and download this as a PNG image because that will give you the highest quality possible. And I'm just going to save it somewhere where it's easy for me to find. I'm just going to save it on my desktop. Okay. And then I'm going to come over here and just get rid of these movable elements. Like this. And then I'm going to right click and change my background. I'm going to choose my image. I saved it on my desktop so it was really easy to find. Here we go. And I'm going to upload it and select done. And now this is a background and these are not able to be moved. I'm clicking and dragging right now and these elements are not moving. The only thing you want to know about that is that Google Slides really decreases the quality of images when you download them as a PNG file like we just did. So if you're wanting high quality images on there, then your only option is to have them be movable, unfortunately. But in this case, this book image is just fine as it is. It's a high enough resolution as it is. So now I have my background and I can go ahead and add my interactive elements. So on this page, like you saw in the example, the only interactive element is going to be the text box. Now, usually I actually don't use text boxes because you can't get a border on a text box. So actually what I usually use is the table. So insert table. Just the one box. And I can format the table to have, actually it's up here. I can format the table to be whatever border color I want and how thick I want the border to be. And then I can drag it and make it how big I want it and put it exactly where I want it. Okay, now students are able, I would fix it up so it's a little neater, able to type their name right in this box. And the other cool thing is that you can actually set, if you want it to, you could set the text format for that. So I could go up here and say I want it like a nice scribbly text like that, and say I definitely want it to be like size 50 or 25, I guess, and bold. Okay, so then that's set, and then when students come in and go to edit, they will have that font size selected. Just move this box up a little bit there. All right, so that's pretty much that. As you can see on this slide, I already did the immovable background on this slide, but you can do like circles by just using the shape editor. So shapes, just grab your circle here. If you hold shift, you can get a perfect circle. So let me just try that again. Just gonna grab my circle and hold shift, get a perfect circle. And then I can format it up here just like we did with the table. So you can do no fill color. You can do a black outline and make it a little thicker if you want. And then you're able to move this. Okay, you can do the same thing with lines like you see on this page. So for the lines, I'm just going to come over here and grab my line tool and just draw in a line, and then I can adjust the properties of the line just like we did with the text box and the circle. So I'm going to do some different things there, some different properties, and then that's a movable line. Okay. Now that is the student interactive version, and like I said, this you can do so much with it. It's the possibilities are endless. And now I'm going to show you how you might organize or share some of these resources with yourself or with other teachers. So this is actually a resource that I have on TPT. It's the digital version. And what I did is I created an index of all my resources. So if I hit this, it will take me right to the UB book. But here's the thing. With this, you want to this is really important. You need to have the link be, have the person on the receiving end be forced to make a copy of the link. Otherwise, they will be directly editing the document that you don't want them to edit because it's your document. So how you're going to do that is when you go to share the interactive resource that you created, first of all, you need to have people with the link can edit. So all right, so here I have in my sharing settings that anyone with the link can edit. Okay? Now, obviously, you don't want to share that link with anyone because then anyone can edit the slide that you created. So here's the workaround. You're going to come up here to the URL. You're going to click on it and you're going to scroll over until you find the words edit. Right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete just the word edit, nothing else, and I'm going to replace the word edit with the word copy. So then once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and copy this link. So highlight it, copy, and when I then share that link, it forces the person on the receiving end to make a copy. So let me show you. I'm going to paste that link that I just put in right there. And then when I click it, it's going to force me to make a copy in my own Google Drive of the resource. And I can then edit this however I want, and the original file from the original person who shared it will not be affected at all. Okay, but back to organizing it for yourself or for whoever you share it with. Sorry. Just going to get rid of this link. That was to show you. So I easily organize my online resources by making a slide and making an index with images. You don't have to use images. You could, of course, just paste the link, but images are a really easy way. They're just more, creative, design-y. So what you're going to do is you're just going to upload an image like we did before, which is just the upload image, upload from computer. I'm just going to use this one. Okay, then you can resize it, of course. Get it really tiny. So anyway, resize it so it's tiny. And then you can insert the link that you just made. Remember, it has to be a link with the word edit replaced with the word copy. You can insert the link right there. So insert link. But you can see that word copy right there instead of edit. So then I have my index and it has my copy right there. And then if you would like to share this resource with other teachers, you can just share it and copy the link like you normally would. All right, the last thing I'm going to show you with working with these interactive Google Slides online is how to post in Google Classroom. So here I have my Google Classroom. It's really generic. It's not real. And I'm just going to show you that classwork, you can create a new assignment, add assignment. You're just going to come down here to add, and you're going to click link, and you're going to paste that same link, I already had it copied, that you had in from before. And it shows up right here. And then you just want to make sure that you click make a copy for each student. After you've done that, you can go ahead and assign it. Now it's time for a freebie. You can get this interactive resource both as a printable and as a digital version on my blog, and the link to my blog is in the description. If you liked this video and want to see more videos about educational technology or education in general, make sure to like and subscribe.